What happened? My little Holy is just kind of hard to press. All right, thank God for the beach house. Everything's not super expensive like with the. Oh Lord, that was gonna drive me crazy. Who's that? Oh jeez, haven't done this in three. What is that? Is that Rust? Doing all that shit in this game. Oh, another one of my last videos, and then it's not the last video. Why do YouTubers always do this? It's even the ones you don't think would do. $1 billion? I didn't know there was a badge for that. I have $1 billion in this game. Wow. Hold on. Turn that music off. Disconnect it from my phone and then connect it to the Fire Stick. Come on now. That. Connect. There we go. I think it worked. Yes, sir. Did it work? Martell Blue Swift. Oh, yeah, it worked alright. A little too loud. Jeez. Rewind all that. I didn't even hear what he said. Jeez. The train by our house is normally loud, but it sounds like extra loud tonight. What the hell? Hold on. It's like it's right. It's like right by my window. Oh, hold up. Did my stream ever start? I gotta make sure my stream started. I don't even know if it started. Okay, it shows it's going. I have 1,000 videos. I have 1,000 streams. For real? Y'all hit me with that altitude. This white boy don't miss you. It's rain, so I'm gonna make some hearts of the Rickies. I don't want to like it looks on the key unless you turn it to a let me pause that real quick. Might need a heart replacement. Keep on asking me for Van Cleef and Cardi Grace. Thousand sunshots. Oh, they put out a new trailer for Captain America: Brave New World. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that Ultron returning. That's what I like to see. But didn't that bring a Sunkist in here? Hold up. No, I want the happy face crying. Yeah, that one. Not the sad face. Okay. Is this gonna get a copyright claim, bro? Not really holding it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
with F and then can knock a pimple patch off. Area was mine and never wrote a simple track card.
Yeah.
7 years, it ain't Duck Duck Goose. Had your whole vacuum up the whole crib and I got sucked up too. Your baby face like Ray, I hit the puff puff. Ooh. You can't hit this.
Okay. Damn, 5 million views in 9 hours? And I haven't seen it. I'm not one of the 5 million? Jeez.
You want to help me? Is there anything you remember?
No, I kind of went without subtitles. But kind of, I mean. Okay. I guess it looks pretty good.
Be careful.
Well, I don't know yet. It's only been 40 seconds. What am I talking about?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president. Your inner circle's been compromised.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
You're not Steve Rogers. You're right.
Ah, you're right.
I'm not.
I'm me.
Wait for it. We're on the brink of war. We can't trust anyone. Nothing about this feels right. Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Okay. They might have cooked with this. It looks kind of low so far.
You're under arrest. I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Yeah.
Captain America caught without his wings. You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap? You don't even know what this is.
Damn, this is a pretty, like, in-depth trailer. There's a lot going on. Oh, yeah. Red Hulk. Red Hulk. Brave New World.
You want me?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm actually looking forward to that. It's been a minute since we had another Captain America. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for.
Now, as I said, everybody likes Joe. Everybody likes Joe.
Wait a
And
minute.
even, I have to say, even talking about you in the third person,
the
I'm uncomfortable
future.
calling you Joe. You're the Vice
That's
President
fine.
of the United States. No,
No.
I want to give your office the respect it deserves. How much is that? People make jokes about the Vice President,
Look.
jokes about the office all the time.
Sure, they should. Look, no, they really should. There is no inherent power in the vice presidency. One of the reasons when the president first asked me to be considered to be, quote, vetted, and I said, this president, I was then Barack, I said, Barack, I don't want to be vice president. And I'll do anything I can to help you because I admire that.
I'm so confused. What am I doing just sitting here? I've been sitting here for the past, I don't know how long I've been sitting
But
here.
here's the deal.
I need to build this. I can probably build the entire beach house with $1 billion. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna try. I got $1 billion in this game. That's crazy.
That you have his back and you also
That's
have his
wild.
confidence, then you can really do something worthwhile.
Well, you're known to have a very good relationship with the president and to be a close advisor. Why is your relationship a closer one than almost any other president or vice president that I can think of?
Well, you know, I honest to God think that's true, and it's because all during when I was campaigning, trying to get the nomination in 2008, we had 13 debates. If you went back and look, the only two people who didn't disagree on
I'm so
policy were
confused.
Barack and me.
I don't know what
And
he's
the thing
talking
I
about.
admire about him, you watch a person under intense pressure. And by the way, this president, whether you look before
What is going on? How much percent have I? I'm already 5%
any
almost.
president in modern history that was difficult. And I watched this guy.
I genuinely don't
watch him
think.
make
At one
incredibly
point,
difficult decisions in incredible
like
crises.
1.0, like 1.6 billion. Am I reading that
And
right?
I just admire the hell out of him. But at his
Or
root,
1.0?
what he's about is a thing we
Am I
share
slow?
in common. We are absolutely, thoroughly
I'm
convinced
high
and
as hell 'cause I
optimistic
can't figure
about the
that out.
prospects of this country. I mean, we are so better positioned than any nation in the world. If we just get out of our own way a little bit here. No, I really mean it. There is nothing we can't do. And that's why it's like that.
Well, you know, your close policy advising of the president and being with him there for the tough
Cool
moments.
and everything.
There
Okay.
is one job that preps you for.
Chief of Staff.
And I just want to talk about
I've never seen a llama
the
touch in
elephant in
my
the
entire
room,
life.
which in this case is a donkey.
Oh my goodness. There's a
Do you have
donkey.
anything you'd like to tell us right now
Oh,
about your plans?
sure.
Yes. I think you should run for president again, and I'll be your vice president.
Well, sir, you said recently, you said this
Jeez,
weekend that you don't know
this one.
if you are
Maybe $1 billion
emotionally
won't do it.
prepared to run for
I'm
president.
spending money faster than I'm gaining it. Yeah, everything's starting to cost like
I don't
1.3
think
million.
any man or woman should run for
Instead of, like,
president unless,
8
number
million.
one, they know exactly why they would want to be president, and two, they can look at the folks out there and say, I promise you, you have my whole heart, my whole soul, my energy, and my passion to do this. And I'd be lying if I said that I knew I was there. I'm being completely honest.
Okay, we went below $1 billion, so maybe that won't be
has
enough.
a
What
right,
percent
in
am I
my
at
view,
now?
to
12%? Okay.
seek that office unless they're willing to
Nah,
give
it's only gone up 7%
110%
since I
of
last
who they
week.
are. And I am, as I said, I'm optimistic. I'm positive about where we're going. But I find myself, and you understand it. Just sometimes it just sort of overwhelms you.
That is.
And I can't be. I went out to.
Where's the stuff to buy
at a
it?
military base, and I met a whole group
whole nother room.
military families, which is not unusual.
What is this, a
We're flying
bathroom?
about 100
Okay.
yards from the aircraft, and about 2/3 were in uniform. The other were family
Okay, that's
members,
clean.
and I was thanking them, and I really meant it. This 1% is fighting for 90%, 99% of the rest of us. And I was talking about them being the backbone and sinew of this country, and all of a sudden it was going great. And a guy in the back yells, Major Bo Biden, Bronx officer, serve them in Iraq.
I never even
And
thought
all of a
about
sudden,
that, bro. I
I
should just
lost it.
look
How
up
could
a
you?
best games
That's
on
not-
Roblox video on YouTube. I don't know why I never thought of
but
that.
that
To get an idea of what to play.
You know,
I just don't know what to
can't do
play
that.
sometimes.
We
Can't
took
do
the
that.
show to
Alright, we're about to go below 900.
And this is my first encounter with your son. We really wanted to interview
Oh,
him.
the amount I
over
made
there. Your
only
vice
goes up
president, he was
$10
serving
for each
active
thing I
duty
did.
over there, and he didn't want any special
Oh,
attention.
we're going.
He didn't want to leave the
Oh,
scene.
yeah. Money's gonna dwindle in no time.
Why do you think
Everything's $2 million now.
he was so modest about his own accomplishments, and he wanted to serve with such modesty?
because he had such great courage and such great empathy. I mean, when he got to Iraq, he asked permission, was commanding general, would he take the name Biden off of his identification? I forget that I think it had Roberts on it, because he didn't want anybody giving anything special. The governor offered to appoint him attorney general. He turned it down. He wouldn't take it. They offered him to appoint him to the Senate seat that he could have done standing on his head, and he didn't do it. He didn't have to go to Iraq. He was attorney general of the state of Delaware. He had to get special permission and he went
I'm
to
not
get
gonna
a
lie, I've
former
always liked
Republican
Spiral
attorney
too.
general and asked him to
I
come
think
and
they're
stand
cool.
in for him, because under the rules,
They're
once you're
fun to
federal
walk
property, you can't have
around.
any engagement in state
20
affairs.
mil? Oh,
And,
geez.
I mean, this
Hey, that
is
money
Bo
gonna dwindle
was.
in
It
no
was just,
time. What the
and
hell?
by the way,
Yeah, we
Bo
just
was
went
not
below
unique.
800.
And there's other
Is
women
money
and
even
men
being
who serve
added
like
to this?
that, but
Okay, I was about to say, it doesn't seem like I'm making any
he
money.
never
It's like it's only going down.
abhorred people
Because it's just
who
the
had a
rate at
sense
what I'm
of
buying it
entitlement.
so much quicker than
And he
what I'm
went the other
making.
way. I mean, he won the Bronze
I
Star
thought
and came
this shit
home and
was
made us all
only...
promise that we wouldn't tell anybody he won the Bronze Star.
Damn.
No, my word.
Time
That
going
he
by
went to an
slow.
affair where Iraqi
That is a
veterans
long-ass
were
9-minute
honored.
video. That do
And
not
he
feel
would
like
put
9
on his
minutes.
decorations. And he
Oh,
won the
no.
Legion of Merit. I mean, he's decorated. And General Ordiano's commanding officer said, you must put it on. He would not wear, because that was Bo. It was like he didn't feel he was.
What is
You
this?
know,
This
my
is a
mom used to have
closet?
an expression,
I'm
and
confused.
he lived it. And I know
That
this is
leads
an
to
Irish guy.
outside.
No, I
20
love
mil
how
a
many times he
gig?
said my
Now we're
mom
under
had an
700
expression.
mil. What's going
My mom
on?
had so many
I
expressions.
know.
What's the use of being Irish if
This
you
is
don't
cool.
know that
What am
life is
I?
going to break your heart?
26%, man? Wait a minute.
That's the best one.
Maybe $1 billion
What did your
will
mom
build
say?
this
My mom
entire
used to
house.
say, remember,
I don't know.
nobody is better than you.
I'm like a
But you're
fourth of the
better
way
than
there.
nobody.
Quarter of the way there.
Everybody's equal. My mother really meant you pounded into our heads.
We know there's another person who said that, and that's Thomas Jefferson. And this is why I think
Thomas
people want you to run for
Jefferson.
president. And I know that's an emotional decision.
What?
I know that's an emotional
Why are they
decision you
quoting
have to make.
Thomas
But
Jefferson?
it's going to be emotional for a lot of people if you don't run. And sir,
Oh,
I just want to say that
300
I think
mil?
that
Oh, there
your
goes half of that
experience
money.
and your
Yeah.
example
I
of
take back what I
suffering
said
and
about it being
service
enough. No.
is something that
The
would be
next one's
sorely missed in the
500.
race. Not that there aren't good people on
Oh,
both sides
geez.
running,
Here I was thinking
but
20 mil is expensive.
I think we'd
I
all be
didn't see
very
all
happy
this.
if you did run. And
Well, then I
if
wouldn't
you
have spent that
don't,
much on the
I know
Targets,
that
but I would have
your
saved it
service to the country is
for
something we should
later.
all salute. So thank you so
Jeez,
much.
took half my money away.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President Joe Biden.
I don't even know what's going on.
Hey everybody, we're back here with the Democratic nominee for president, Vice President Kamala Harris. Madam Vice President, thanks so much.
Oh no.
Thanks so much for dropping by this evening. Polling shows that a lot of people, especially independent voters, really want this to be a change election. And that they tend to break for you in terms of thinking about change. You are a member of the President's administration. Under a Harris administration, what would the major changes be, and what would stay the same?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm obviously not Joe Biden.
I know.
And so that would be one change in terms of, but also I think it's important to say with, 28 days to go, I'm not Donald Trump. And so when we think about the significance of what this next generation of leadership looks like, were I to be elected president, it is about, frankly, I love the American people, and I believe in our country. I love that it is our character and nature to be an ambitious people. We have aspirations, we have dreams, we have incredible work ethic, and I just believe that we can create and build upon the success we've achieved in a way that we continue to grow opportunity, and in that way grow the strength of our nation. So for example, my economic policies, I think of it, and I've named it as creating an opportunity economy. So it's about things like investing in small businesses. I love our small businesses. The woman who helped raise us, we call her our second mother because my mother worked long days and hours.
Jeez, I
She was
didn't
a
even
small business owner.
realize.
So as a child,
I'm
I
under
grew up
100. I'm at
knowing
47
that a
now.
small business owner is someone
37%
who
though.
is
Okay.
a leader in the community,
I got
hires
like no
locally,
money
trains
left.
locally,
Oh, geez.
builds,
I didn't even
contributes to the
notice.
civic and the cultural fabric, right? So my plan
It's a nice
includes
house though.
extending a
Beach house.
tax
I'd
deduction
much
for
rather have
startup
this
small
over
businesses
the
to
nice.
$50,000 instead of what currently it is at $5,000 because nobody
Okay,
in
so
2024 can start up a small business with
obviously it's not going to be
$5,000.
nearly as big
My
as this. It's just a side, like an add-on.
I
It's a
believe
guest
in,
house, which
I
also
spend a
happens
lot
to
of
be a
time
mansion.
talking in particular
But
with
that
young
Giga
families,
yacht
young
sounds like
people
it's going to
across
be
our
big.
country, and frankly, Stephen, the
Alright, now we're
American
back to
dream right
heaven.
now is really
We're back to
elusive
where I
for
have to
far too many
actually,
people in terms of
like,
even
wait
aspiring to own
for
a
the
home.
money to build up.
It's too expensive.
I
We
think
don't
I'm
have
going to
enough
finish
housing. We
off
have a
this
housing
little area
shortage. So
right
part of
here.
my plan
And I'm
is
going to
to
move
work
to a
with the
different
private
one.
sector, with builders and developers,
Probably
to
skate,
build 3 million more
snowboard,
homes
obviously.
by the end of my first term, and to give first-time home buyers a $25,000 a down payment assistance so they can just get their foot in the door to home ownership, which is the fastest and the most efficient way for people to build intergenerational wealth. These are the ways that I think about how we build up our country in a way that is about supporting the middle class. I come from the middle class. I'm never going to forget where I come from. And I know that the middle class and strengthening the middle class is how you strengthen America and our economy.
Well, your opponent and his vice president the other night in the debate said, well, Kamala Harris has been vice president for 3.5 years. Why hasn't she fixed everything already? Can you describe to them what the job of vice president is like? And what have you told Tim Walz about the job? Have you described to him the vast powers vested in the vice presidency?
I did. I have pointed out through my 3.5 years of being vice president that it's vice president. And there are a lot of responsibilities that you take on. But, did you see that kid who was interviewed after their debate? And, you have to see it, Stephen. And he gave just a total civics lesson about the role of vice president.
Oh, yes, in the audience?
Oh, yeah,
exactly,
he was in the audience.
Yes.
I encourage anybody to look at it on YouTube.
Yes.
It was so good. But, Tim Walz, I have to tell you, someone asked me recently, what's the last big decision I made that was a gut decision? And when I was looking at potential running mates, there are incredibly talented, experienced, wonderful people. And ultimately, I chose and asked Tim Walz because just my gut told me that he will be what I think we want in our country. He reminds me of people I grew up with. We grew up in two different parts of the country. He grew up in a rural area in the Midwest. I grew up in California. Seemingly, if you look at the two of us together, we have nothing in common. But he's the kind of people I grew up with. They may have been a different race in a different part of the country. Hardworking folks. Folks who are plain talking, who care about family, care about community, care about hard work. That's who Tim Walz is. He's going to be a great vice president.
We have to take another quick break here. We'll be right back with more Vice President Kamala Harris, everybody.
Huh?
The trunk, and then the one guy that he didn't have an ID, so he couldn't give him the delivery. Young guy, in his 20s, he didn't have an ID. Don't know where he's from. Not going to film him. Not going to assume. Could be something else. But if you know, you know. So the Shrewsbury and Manchester, at least, locations are cracking down on people that are working on Spark apps that don't have an.
Oh, it was close to dying.
Are you guys
Hold on, I don't even have my
Trump,
controller
and
charger.
then the one guy that he didn't have an ID, so he couldn't give him the delivery.
Hold up. Good. Okay, I should say let me get the
Are you guys experiencing the trunk?
charger.
And then the one guy that he didn't have an ID, so he couldn't give him the delivery.
Oh, jeez.
Young guy, I mean in his 20s.
How about one country you can't even see?
Well, doggy, what's the problem with you, friend? What is it?
A lot of the pizza tends to be solid, you know, it tends to be at least decent at a minimum, and I always just like reviewing the pizza. So, today's review is for a Papa John's release. Now, this is an instance, and I've done this before numerous times with numerous other establishments. This is an item that has already been released in the past. Papa John's first released this in 2020. I know for a fact they came out with it again in 2021.
What's the deal with the music? It's not even letting me change it.
But every now and then, because as
Is
we
it
know,
broken?
as far as fast food goes, the quality can certainly fluctuate with time.
What's wrong with
You
this?
know, an item that can be great one year, there could be so much variability now that then
Oh, there we
once
go.
they bring it back,
I don't know what the problem was. It's working now. Alright, what's the volume of it?
Are they maintaining the standard? Is it just as good or bad as it was years ago? And if anything, what has changed? So this is an instance of one of those. I'm sort of checking in on Papa John's, seeing how things are
I
going
feel
with them, and
overstimulated. I hear the music on in the background and then the video playing next to me. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Alright, I'll finish off this little area and then I'll switch games. I do need to look up a video though. I was gonna say an article, but I don't think there'd be an article on the best Roblox game. I don't think you're gonna sit there and find it in USA Today article about it. All the stairs. Oh, another pool? Bro, you're so for real. It's even bigger than the other one. And a waterfall? That's cool as hell. Yeah, bro, I'd have a waterfall if I had a mansion. Not a loud one, but... Alright, let's switch to like... What's Jailbreak? Oh, that's that game I tested out the voice chat on the app. Before Roblox warned me that they'd like ban me if I... Oh, World 51 came out. He dropped World 51. I literally just finished... Actually, wait. I don't think I finished World 50 because I couldn't get past... There was that one I couldn't get past last time. Hold on. I'm about to find out.
What the Shakaroni Pizza is that it's a collaboration with...
So the Shakaroni Pizza's back at Papa John's?
As a Papa John's franchisee and Basketball Hall of Famer, sort of a celebrity collaboration.
Yeah, I couldn't get past it because it doesn't send you... Alright, go here. Yeah, give me my... What do you mean claimed? I didn't claim it though. Has it not been 24 hours? I swear it has. Oh wait. I can't even see what time it is. It's being blocked by a sign. See it now? 1:15. An hour and 15 minutes. I still never opened this sun piece. No.
But it is a good price.
It's like no food.
Extra large pizza with extra toppings for the price of $13. That's actually a very good price. Very good, I will say. Now, in the past, I've tried
what's wrong with that sun kid?
and consistently speaking,
There's like no fizz right there. Alright, can I at least get a spin to... Please give me a skip, please give me a skip, please, bro, because I can't do it. No, not neon paint. What does that even mean? I almost got skip stage 2. What is neon paint?
check.
Really? It just makes your bike look different. It's a cosmetic thing, bro.
I've ever tried. So we're
Oh,
going
I
to
did
see
it. Wait.
if this streak
Okay.
continues, if it's just as good
Don't know what I did
as
differently
the
right there
past
that I didn't do last
years
time, but
past.
okay.
But again, it's just supposed to be
I'll
extra
take the neon
large
paint for a couple
pepperoni
minutes.
pizza at a good price, and we're going to cut back to
Okay, well,
from there.
at least I didn't have
It
to use
does
a
come with
stick.
special branding.
How does this work? How am I
You
supposed
can
to...
see right there.
How do you possibly...
Chacaroni.
I'm confused.
Papa John.
Do you, like,
There he is.
do something here?
Oh,
How is it...
Papa John's franchisee.
How in the world do you possibly
There he is.
jump over it?
And himself.
It doesn't make any sense.
That is Shaquille O'Neal. He is here right now. That is him. There.
That is Shaquille. There's no way.
This pizza also comes with garlic dipping sauce, as well as the same pepper.
Bro, I don't understand. I was hyped because I finally got past that one with the cannon. Like, this makes absolutely no sense. How do you get past this? This does not make sense. I didn't think a Roblox game would do this. But I feel like I almost had it. Is that the most it goes? Can you not go first person? Okay. I thought maybe I could do something with the camera.
What I'm going to do now.
Oh no, what will I do? My neon paint will be removed in 10 seconds? I don't know what to do.
The Chacaroni pizza.
Yeah, I guess I'm not going to be able to get to world... I guess I'm not going to be able to get to world 50, 51. I cannot figure this out. What's different about the Chacaroni pizza? What sets it apart from... Did I play this one? I don't remember this. Okay. What is this? 69%. Why did I stop playing? Oh, I think I just got kind of... I think I was just bored of it or something. It just wasn't... It didn't hit the same as the other one. It wasn't as satisfying.
So now what I'm doing next is to try out some of the garlic dipping sauce.
Is it a different garlic dipping sauce? I'm confused. Is it not the same one?
We try to crust too with the garlic sauce. Just to show, you can see on the bottom, it does have a little bit of a bake to it. There is a firmness to the pizza. And then the pepper, a lot of people wonder
what's the deal with this game?
Many people think that you're supposed
what world am I on? Oh, is that?
The towel on your shoe is where it's decorative.
Current. Oh, okay. How many worlds does this one have? Only 3?
You can do anything you
Oh, I think I must have... I think I just stopped playing because I was saving it for a stream or something. That has to be what it was. I don't know why else I would have stopped playing. No, I don't want to add it to my favorite. Get on my face. Bizarre. Sounds like a beat he would be on. This is called Sneaky. Okay.
And yeah, I'm just going to wrap things up and get into the assessment. But so far, if you want to save your time, I will say so far, so good. So yeah, I'm happy with what I'm getting so far. So
what's the deal here? What's going on around here?
Now the camera's just staying on. So I've got to say, of the 3 times, of course counting this one, that I have tried the Chacaroni pizza from Papa John's.
Oh, the 3 times?
2024 iteration of it.
It's been out 3
I
times?
think is easily the best.
Oh, it comes out every year, I think.
That's my opinion anyway. I think it's easily the best. Number one, there's many things about it that, granted, it's all a matter of interpretation. For instance, when they say that it's a New York style pizza, I always I can't help but
Whoa, what was that about?
Any sort
I have
of
no clue what that
mainstream
was.
fast food takeout pizza, you can't really compare that to a local establishment, local mom and pop place in New York itself. And to think otherwise is a bit silly. But when they say New York style pizza, essentially what they try to imply is that the slices are going to be larger, loaded with toppings. In many cases, the toppings are going to extend almost all the way to the crust. That it's going to have some firmness to it, a nice bake to it, but at the same time you can fold it if you want to. And all of those characteristics do apply to the pepperoni pizza.
Okay. Then I'll go try that
Standard pizza, all things considered, right?
How much it cost?
A ton of things that are brand new about this, right? It's an extra large pizza with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. But what I am happy to say is that the quality, number one, is good. Like I was able to show you as I was consuming this, there's that nice bake to the pizza. So there is, nice firmness. It's not overly doughy. There is a bit of a crisp to it. There's a crisp to the pepperoni as well. This definitely has extra pepperoni. I think you can see when I held the pizza up, it definitely has extra cheese and extra pepperoni. And that was my main grievance in the previous review.
Okay, we made it.
It didn't
Finally.
have as much
Almost.
pepperoni as I was under the impression
Took long
that it
enough.
had.
Well, it says it took 10 minutes. I don't know, though. It felt longer than 10 minutes to me. When I first got in, it said 6 minutes. I guess that's all I had played with it. Oh, yeah, it was good. World 2. It's a long video just to review a pizza, bro. A 19-minute video just to review a pizza?
And it's not overwhelming.
Jeez.
The cheese and the pepperoni, there's a lot of it, but it is not too excess. It is not overwhelming, nor is it overbearing. And that's good
I need
see.
Food.
So it's very flavorful.
I don't have any money
Like I said, you get that
to get the food.
pepperoni, you get that every single bite. Tiny little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do better this time.
Crazy though. It is a greasy pizza. It is a little oily, but
That 80 kind of in.
It's not excessively.
Kind of in shit.
Greasy,
I mean,
it's not to the point where
it's really as strong as it says it was.
It certainly is enjoyable. And if anything,
I don't know. I feel like I'd be feeling it more.
Is the robust.
I feel like I feel it too much.
That sort of helps
After just an hour. After an hour and 25 minutes now?
Sort of helps. The pepper itself, that little bit of that sort of zesty spice that it has to it, definitely can sort of cut through any oiliness, if it does seem to be excessive somewhat, so that does complement it nicely. The garlic sauce, I would say it's not really necessary for the pizza itself, but it is good for the crust. Once you reach the crust, you can sort of dip that into the garlic sauce.
Okay. I feel like I'm going a lot quicker this time. I've only been on this shit a minute and a half, and I've already gone past 16% of it.
But it's good. It tastes good. The ingredients are fresh and flavorful.
Bro, that's gonna mess me up. No.
Most importantly,
That just, I don't even know if I had died at all. I don't even think I had one death.
Then for just one person, this
That's
is enough to put
good. That messed it up for me.
in my opinion, because these are big slices, they're loaded with toppings, they're filling, and again, it's an extra large pizza at that. And then to pay the price of just $13 for this whole pizza, that is a genuinely good deal. That is one of the best fast food.
Wait, how much is it?
I have seen.
You said $13? That's how much I paid $14 tonight for some chicken enchiladas.
That is a genuinely good deal. That is one of the best fast
Yeah,
food,
$13 is what he said.
meal deals I have seen in a while. Especially when it gets to a point where it's like there are some establishments where you get some mediocre, tiny little burger that's $15, or you get a place where you're paying $13 for 6 wings or something. It's like, all right, you could either pay for that, or you can get this big pizza here that's loaded with toppings that again could probably feed a family that it's just $13. Or even just one person, you're going to have yourself leftovers, probably for a considerable amount of time. Even if you're feeling quite ravenous, there's just a good amount of food there at a good price, and I certainly like seeing that. You know, there are so many instances where it's just the opposite, that actually getting to get a good amount of food at a good price, that's great to see. And quality-wise, very happy with it as well. As I said, my main grievance with this previously wasn't necessarily the fact that it tasted bad or anything, because it didn't, but that I didn't feel like there was enough pepperoni or cheese on it compared to what was implied through advertising. But this time around, it definitely has those extra toppings. I'm very happy to see that. So, factoring everything in, like I said, I think this is the best iteration of the Shakaroni pizza from Papa John's, both quality-wise, price-wise, and therefore out of 10. In the past, I gave it an 8 out of 10, but this time around, I'm going to have to give the Shakaroni pizza from Papa John's, I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. Yes, it's Papa John's, you can't forget that, but the fact is, what it is, it's a good pizza, and that's very important there. So, very happy with it, I definitely improved here, and it's great to see. Alright, on a final note,
okay, next progress. 420 on at 41%.
The word out about it anyway. I'm sure many of you know by now that I do my radio show and I broadcast it on some shortwave radio stations as well as some AM stations. I stream it online. Number one, you could always support the show because there's a lot of costs that go into producing it at patreon.com/reports of the week. But I'm happy to announce, at least for the time being, an expansion of my radio show. So if you're an international viewer, if you're in Europe, if you're in the Middle East, or if you're in Asia, I have a new broadcast that's starting this Monday, and it's going to be airing every single Monday. And it's for those who maybe have a shortwave radio, maybe you're out there and never really get a good signal. This is for you. It's going to be broadcast every Monday on the frequency of 17,810 kilohertz. That's 17810 kilohertz. With 250 kilowatts of power. Very high power broadcast. It's going to be targeting especially Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. And again, I can't necessarily guarantee results, but it's going to be going out with very high power. So if you're in any of those areas, you have a radio, maybe you've wanted to catch my show for a while, but you weren't able to, this is a good chance to do it. And here are the times that you can hear it at. Again, the frequency is 17,810 kilohertz. If you want it in writing, check the description of the video down below. It will be there. It's every Monday at the time of 15:30 UTC, and now in various time zones. For listeners on the East Coast, here in North America, Eastern time, that's 10:30 a.m. Eastern. For listeners in, let's say, Saudi Arabia, that would be 6:30 p.m. For listeners in Tehran, Iran, that would be 7 p.m. In Kabul, Afghanistan, that's 8 p.m. These are all local times. In New Delhi, India, that's 9 p.m. local time. Listeners on the west coast of Australia, let's say in Perth, 11:30 p.m. local time.
Ew, all those pop-ups are annoying. Jeez. That's all rough. I remember there was a time back in the day, like when I'd play Roblox when I was a kid, that wasn't a thing. That didn't exist, bro. Having like pop-ups and games like that, asking if you were constantly asking, you want to buy a gravity code? Do you want to buy a skit? You want to buy Robux? You want to buy? I mean, I think you could buy Robux, but it wasn't. It just wasn't on that level. Oh, hey, look, I know you. I know you wondering who I'm talking to.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm your host.
Thank you. Jeez.
Shut the fuck up. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You really don't even know me, bro. Who the?
Why you shouldn't rake leaves? What?
For a cleaner, more sustainable future, America's plastic makers are investing billions of dollars.
If fall has a sound, it's that of leaf blowers and rakes. One person who doesn't contribute to the chorus of leaf disposal is Elaine Silverstein of New Jersey.
I have never once put my leaves to the curb.
What does she know that others might not?
What does she
Apparently, there
know
are
that
lots
others
of
might
benefits
not?
to leaving the leaves where they fall.
Well, you never have to do anything to the soil.
That's because the fallen leaves can act as a fertilizer. The National Wildlife Federation tells WCBS a thin layer of leaves can do wonders for the environment.
A scattering on your lawn and you can still see the grass, simply just mow over them. They'll chop up and actually fertilize the soil for that grass. There are millions of animals that actually live in or rely on that natural leaf layer. All of our songbirds feed their babies insects that spend the winter in that leaf layer.
But if nature dumps more than a scattering of leaves, experts say to rake the excess into flower beds or create a compost pile in the corner of your yard. After all, why do more yard work than necessary? For Inside Edition Digital, I'm
I didn't even damn hear why they said not to. Hold on, I gotta rewind it just a tiny bit.
Fertilizer. The National Wildlife Federation tells WCBS a thin layer of leaves can do wonders for the environment.
A scattering on your lawn and you
Oh, they're saying it's just like they're saying it's good for the environment. I was about to say I don't understand why people even rake leaves. What does it matter? I like to see them. I like the way they look.
Insects that spend the winter in that leaf layer.
But if nature dumps more than a scattering of leaves, experts say to rake the excess into flower beds or create a compost pile in the corner of your yard. After all, why do more yard work than necessary? For Inside Edition Digital,
Damn, I'm going through it quick now. Once my shit starts like kicking in more and more, I start to go after it.
Jimmy Kimmel is firing back at Elon Musk.
And on late night TV, where the comics usually play things for laughs, the election results hit hard. As Les Trump reports, they are not being coy about how they feel about Trump's win.
Late night TV is all about laughter, but last night, not so much. Jimmy Kimmel actually choked back tears as he spoke about President-elect Trump's historic victory.
It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare, for our climate, for science, for our allies in Ukraine, for NATO, for the truth.
The show started with a joke. Kimmel and his sidekick Guillermo packing up to leave the country.
What's with the suitcase?
I'm going back to Mexico.
Damn, could be hitting.
Trump has been a butt of late-night jokes for years, but it accelerated during the campaign. In September and October, the late-night comics between them told 1,428 jokes targeting Trump and just 35 aimed at Kamala. The mood was somber here at the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York, where Stephen Colbert taped his first late show following Trump's victory. He made no secret of how he feels.
Well,
it happened. Again. After a bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election.
Over at NBC, Seth Meyers was equally blunt.
I don't think Donald Trump's a good person. I'd even go so far as to say he's a bad person. Now, in my defense, I'm only basing that on everything I've ever been taught about what makes someone good or bad.
But it wasn't all gloom and doom. Fox News' Greg Gutfeld was celebrating.
Kamala Harris got shellacked like a hardwood floor on this old house.
And The Tonight Show's Jimmy Fallon did what comics do.
Trump could be the first president to be under White House arrest. But it's nice, Biden will pass the torch and his life alert necklace.
Really? Is that the truth about the matter?
You don't want to just make a latte. You want to make a magic potion that will propel you into productivity and elixir.
Finally made it.
3 hours of
I mean,
sleep,
shit.
please play at least 7.
Might as well just play World 3. There's only 3 of them in the game.
No added sugar and just the right amount of true sweetness. That by the power.
There's nothing like a Game 7. It's the 2 best words in sports. The bigger, the better.
Hi! How are you?
Well,
Thank you very much for being here. Well, what a surprise this is, and I just saw you the other night on the State of the Union speech, and how many times do you think you stood up during that? How many times do people have to stand up?
Probably not enough.
I mean,
I don't have any idea.
it's exhausting. You just settle down.
Well, you know, it's exhausting, but the thing I loved about his speech, he started talking about what we value, the things he heard me talk about for years. I just think, I think it's good stuff.
I do too.
By the way, you know what my wife said to me? My wife said to me, Joe, I said, Jill, I sit back there and I'm, listening, and I help write the ideas in the speech. I know it all, and I said, I got to pay attention. She said, welcome to the club. I said, what do you mean? She said, welcome to the Good Wives Club. She said, how many times have I sat and listened to you make a speech and pretend to be interested and looking? So, I'm a member of the Good Wives Club.
Oh, she's fantastic. I love your wife.
She is.
And Valentine's Day is coming up. What are you and Jill going to do for Valentine's Day?
A lot, and I'm not going to tell you.
Not really?
Sorry, guys.
But seriously, you must be here for another reason besides my birthday. What are you in Los Angeles for?
Well, now that you asked me, it's your birthday, but beyond being your birthday, you've been a real booster of the Affordable Care Act and get people to sign up. And you have an incredible audience, a lot of young people, and you have an awful lot of... And Ellen, you have a lot of moms home listening. And, there's what happens.
How does this work? Damn, I've gone through 32% already
But once you're 26,
in 3 minutes.
parents can't cover you.
Oh.
And all of you think you're invincible. Nothing's going to happen. So you say, why do I need health insurance? And so I want every mom out there to tell their adult child between the ages of 26 and 35, sign up for no other reason. And give mom peace of mind. You know what I mean? All kidding aside, do it. Do it. And I want to ask you and you, because you...
Could I really have just, closed that this entire time? And it wouldn't have been there in the way?
Appropriate audience I could speak, because they're young and home to moms. And I want you to, there's 4 ways you can sign up. May I do this?
Yeah.
Deadline's February 15th. You can go online to healthcare.gov. It's easy. It's finally working, the website. 2, if you want to talk to somebody, you need some help.
No, I don't want a boom box. I don't even know what that means.
318-2596-24/7, and someone will walk you through it. But if you want to see someone in person, and you know somebody who needs help, they want to go in person, you can go online to localhealth@healthcare.gov, and you'll get, in the area you live, you will get the libraries, the meeting places that you can go, and there'll be a person there to walk you through the process. This is changing the way people are able to live with peace of mind, so please, get people.
And we will put it on the website, so if you didn't get all that, we'll put it on
There
the
we
website.
go.
And
Where
where are you going? What's happening?
By the way, I got a gift for you.
Where did that come from? What's happening around
I
here?
got a real gift. But first of all, my mom used to have an expression. She said, Joey, on a child's birthday, the mother should get the gift because she did all the work. So this is for your mom.
Oh, she's gonna love that. Thank you.
And we talked about watching the State of the Union, watching me stand up. Now, next year when you're watching, I want you to be able to be comfortable.
Okay.
I bought you a bathrobe with the White House seal on it.
Well,
the gift for Ellen and Joe, so you're comfortable.
I'm putting it on right now.
Let's get in the way on.
Vice President Joe Biden, everybody.
Hey, Sylvia, the man does not exist. Hey, Sylvia, the man does not exist, okay? So I decided, oh, shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper. There's no Pepe. Sylvia, you gotta be kidding me. I got boxes full of Pepe. All right, so I start marching my way down to Carol and HR, and I knock on the door, and I say, Carol, I gotta talk to you about Pepe. And I open the door, and I'm like, why there's not a single goddamn desk in that office? There is no Carol in HR.
Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? Professionals here. So today I got a quick video for you guys, and this is talking about the most insane, ridiculous GTA 6 conspiracy that I think I've ever heard of. And I will tell you guys that I didn't think this was real at first. I really didn't, and for all I know, this could be a troll. Like, the guy could be trolling on this, but he could also be serious too. Because I've seen so many crazy theories about GTA 6 that I would not be surprised this guy's being serious. So he could be trolling, he could be serious, I don't know. But if he is being serious, then, oh man. I will say about this is, and a bunch of people told me the other day if I could make a video giving my thoughts on the GTA 6 moon theory. You know, the moon theory, what the hell? And people were telling me that in the, Rockstar Newswire post for the last update, when they had that picture in front of Lester's warehouse, and this right here, that there is, that apparently because the moon is like at a specific angle, that, or like a specific time sequence, that it's going, that this is predicting GTA 6's release date, or it's predicting the GTA 6 trailer. It's the most insane thing that I've heard. That the moon,
Oh, I
you're
didn't
literally
mean
going to look at
peep. The music stopped playing a while ago because
in the game, and based on that,
it was over.
you are going to
Ended
determine
the album.
GTA 6's release date. That is the most insane thing ever. And look, the thing about this is if a developer is going to hide something like the GTA 6 release date or the GTA 6 trailer, they're going to put like many Easter eggs in the game itself, like maybe stuff you actually find, like on a poster or something like that, or maybe something hidden in the text. It's not going to be something ridiculous like the moon in the game. It's like that's just what some of these people are just so crazy about GTA 6. They're just so crazy about it
This is
that
so
every
crazy.
small little thing is like GTA 6, GTA 6 here, GTA 6 there, GTA 6 there. Do you remember like years ago when like people were saying it was like November 20, whatever it was, like all these clickbaiters were saying November 20th. They were saying like October something. It was like last year or the year before.
Oh,
And
there's
then
other
afterwards, like,
people
November
in
this,
this
November
game.
that, and they were like going off of all
I
these
guess it's just the
ridiculous theories
first
of all
time
this
I've
ridiculous
found
nonsense.
one.
Until you hear it directly from Rockstar,
Okay.
this stuff is BS. This
Whoa.
stuff is nonsense. But this comes from this, Twitter
Yep,
account,
they're
GTA6
dope.
Countdown,
know
and
that.
I will actually have this guy, down below. I'll have his account down below, his tweets down below. So if you guys want to check him out, check out his tweets, take a look at that. But 1 million views, 20,000 likes too, and the 20,000 people that like this, man, I really hope they're joking too. But Rockstar Games potentially teased GTA 6 trailer to date in a picture they posted featuring a moon in the waning gibbous phase, which occurs on November 22nd. Now look, if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I'm sorry. I don't know much about astronomy, guys. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know much about that. I obviously I know the planets, but I don't moon phases and moon cycles. I don't know that. I don't know that well. My specialty is history. That's what I'm good at, history. I don't know that much about astronomy. But this is just ridiculous. Is GTA Online community update. First details on an exciting new GTA Online update coming in December, featuring clandestine operations launched from the Darnell Bros
What the hell is that?
factory. Plus new community challenges, that's the post, but look at what he circled. He circled the moon here,
Damn,
and he's
91%,
pointing to this,
10 minutes,
the
okay.
waning gibbous, November 22nd. And I looked up this site from the Almanac. I'll also link this down below. And November 22nd is this right here. So it's like when the moon is like halfway like that, halfway reflecting, halfway in shades. Again, I don't know much about astronomy. If people can tell me probably more in the comments down below. But I doubt that this has any. This is a video game. I doubt that they're gonna put in something like this. That it's the waning gibbous, or however else it's pronounced. That this is going to be the big reveal for like GTA. I mean, can you imagine how? Even if this is true, let's just say that this is true. Even if this is true,
There we
can you imagine how
go,
stupid that
finally.
would be? That
11
like
minutes.
the secret to the trailer or like
Right.
the release date, because some people
Now
are saying
what?
this is the release date when it's going to be November 22nd
Have I
next
not
year,
done
and
this
some people are
one?
saying the
What
trailer.
is this?
Well, let's just say that this is the release date. Imagine how stupid that would be if that was true. That this is how Rockstar was teasing the GTA 6 trailer
I don't
by having
think
the
so.
moon at a specific angle and cycle in a screenshot for the Rockstar Newswire. And also,
We're about to
the
find
update
out.
to GTA 6, this is
One of
a
those.
small update. It's not even going to be a big update, and people are making it seem like GTA 6 hit it in this. And I will say, some people are so crazy with this that I'm not surprised if people start saying,
Oh, it's just like there's like a burger and fry one that's just like this.
that's like the sign for GTA 6, or they're gonna say that like
I don't know if I'm
there's
gonna
like any
like
kind
this.
of pink clothing in the next GTA Online update. Oh, that's a teaser for the next GTA 6 trailer. Blah blah blah. They're just really so crazy with this. They're so obsessed with GTA 6 that they will literally look for it everywhere.
Can it
And
burn
I
if I don't rotate
I'm a
it?
massive GTA fan. I'm not
Nah,
trying to
I
be
think
negative,
I don't
but
think
it's
so.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, this is just a nonsense.
Oh,
This is
you get
ridiculous.
3
I know
of
people in the
them
comment
when
section that are probably just laughing at this of just how ridiculous this is. It's just oh my god, it's just so dumb.
I thought I had 3 drinks. Do I not? Oh no, tables available, that's why.
What is it? Previously, trailer 1 was also
I didn't know I had
similar,
enough to get another
late
table.
last year
Hold on.
that turned out to be true. What? It's just waiting.
How do we make
Friday,
fries?
December 1st, and then December 1st.
Oh, fries, I didn't see
come
this.
on. No, this is. Okay, I will say about this
Oh, that's
is
great.
that, look,
Oh.
it's just, I doubt that the trailer was revealed on December 1st because of this moon picture. That's just so ridiculous. It's the night sky,
This is so
and so
ridiculous.
the night sky, they are just, they want to have the moon reflected in the background. Like, I
There we
don't
go.
see any
Now we're
direct
talking.
evidence here. Like, it's just
Look at this
okay,
surprise.
yes, you got a point. December 1st, the trailer was,
Kinda like it more than the burger and fry one though, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, come on, with a moon.
I don't know
mean,
if
like,
it's the same
and
dude.
also, I gotta say, like, how are people like this, like, thinking exactly? Like, they're just going into this and they're like analyzing every single little thing. Like, it's just turning into a giant conspiracy theory. Another finding
What are we
right now,
looking
GTA
at?
Online
Oh,
December
I need more
2023
fries.
update on November 30th, a day before trailer 1 announcement.
Oh, another pizza. I didn't even realize I had that many. Damn, had that much money.
And then revealed on November 22nd. Oh my god. Bro has become the meme. And this is the meme that I also use at the start. This, oh my god.
What do I not have? I have no tables. Keep forgetting about that. My bad. Get another one. It's only 300. Yeah, buy another check out. How much it workers?
Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad that there's people that agree with me.
Oh,
This is just absolutely
$1,000 for a cashier? Which is a chef, even more. 1.5K.
Talking about this, like speculating on this. Guys, this
I just
is
need to clean
nonsense.
tables.
This is nonsense. And also, this was what I personally think this was.
I don't think you can get like a janitor though.
This whole thing, December 1st, and the
Oh,
right
there's
here,
other
I think
people
this
in
was
here?
just a coincidence, and I think that based on this, the GTA 6, conspiracy theorists, they went crazy
let's
with
get
this
another
and
one.
looked at this. Oh, this was
Might as
some
well.
random some random tweet, Happy Mood Festival, and then they look at December 1st, and they're going back into the dates like this. Oh my God, it was a coincidence that it happened here, and then based on this, it created all these conspiracies. There's multiple videos.
Okay.
If you go on YouTube, there's multiple
Keep
videos
forgetting
talking
about
about
that.
this. There's multiple news, gaming news articles.
I'm just always playing the most random shit
The
on
most insane GTA 6 series. And look, I will say this. I could be wrong here, guys. I'm always willing to admit I'm wrong.
Can I buy another table?
Genius. But I will say this, that if I am wrong in this, and this is true, then this is honestly the stupidest way to tease.
Oh, okay. You get money when you clean the table too.
This is the stupidest way to tease this. It's the stupidest way. The moon in a picture, really, the moon in a picture
Need more
is how you're
pizza.
going to tease.
Oh, okay. I never rotated them. I guess you can't burn
Like
them.
that. And look, I will say this, GTA 6 will probably get a trailer before the holidays. It probably will happen. If it doesn't, okay, but I'm not saying 100%. It probably will happen because Take-Two probably wants to look good before the holidays this year to get people excited for GTA 6 next year. That's at least my theory. They're releasing a new GTA Online update in December, and it makes sense for them to also release a trailer for GTA 6. But that doesn't mean that it's going to happen. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's just, I really hope this is a troll, and I
Hey, I
will
need
say
more
that
pizza.
this GTA
I have
6
plenty of
countdown, guys,
everything
this is a
else.
troll, then you got me good. I will say that it's a troll. But if you're being serious, dude, then I don't know what to say. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to insult you or anything like that. You gave me a good laugh too, but it's like, come on, dude. Seriously. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like. Let me know what you think down below. Do you believe this, or do you agree with me that this is just ridiculous?
Oh,
Thank you guys for
bathroom.
watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.
We got plenty of tables now. Good. I like ones like this where shit isn't too expensive.
Let's say you're a marketer at a streetwear company, but
You have to buy each individual thing. Jeez. It's gonna take a
what
minute.
you don't know about your customers. But with Typeform, now you know.
What do I need more of? Shit, might as well get another one. Fill this place up. I'm liking this a lot more than the burger fry one. What do I need more of? Yeah, pizza. For sure. What is this? Oh, have I never seen
Now
this?
that's the thing, it's something that I do check. Some people are like, oh, you never read the comments, you never check the comments. But I do. I always enjoy scrolling through the comments on my various videos, even through emails and messages on social media. It's always fascinating to see what the audience has to say, what you guys are thinking, what you guys
Oh, no
really
tables. Wow, all dirty. Jeez. You get a lot of money when you clean those tables. Jeez. Yeah, you get like $70 or something. 4.5K for another one. Oh, I remember now. It's not that big of a deal when you Or doing the cashier yourself, but once you start hiring workers, that's when it becomes kind of hectic, because you have to stay in the kitchen making everything. Then I guess you can just focus on cooking everything. That's good.
Sometimes I think, I'm not really gonna go here, but I am.
Girls paper.
He decided to dare me,
It's
and
just,
we're just gonna do it.
what do you mean, girls talk?
My dad wants his tie back.
Why are you saying the girls part? They're just papers.
And I'm sorry, but that's just not gonna happen. Because I know your dad, and you might be saying that that's impossible. How's that even possible? I do though. I know your dad, and I've known him longer than his dad knew him. We made a deal. It was an honest trade-off. If he could get
Longer than his dad knew.
and it was an honest exchange. Now, if he doesn't like the sock anymore,
No.
it was a deal. He said, look, I get the tie, you get the sock, whatever happens, happens, but that's it. It's a done deal. So no. If you want
Oh, I don't have any fries
you
left.
probably
What
try
in
to
the world?
smash the door in and try and take it from me, but that's not going to happen. You should have thought twice before accepting the deal. So no, I'm sorry. If he wants his tie back, he's got to go out. Maybe go to a regular store, go to a thrift store, even look online for one that looks similar, and he's just going to sell it. You should have thought that over before you made the deal. I'm sorry, but your dad isn't going to get his tie back. Look at his face in the thumbnail. When you see the Suicide Squad poster beeline, we're just going to pretend I'm so in touch with pop culture references that I know exactly what we're going to talk about. Not just going along.
Alright, the next thing I want is work as a cashier.
Sometimes you're going to get people that are very upset, and sometimes they're confused also. I would describe it as a bewildered type of anger. How can this be so popular? People watch a load of dumb channels today, don't they? World's getting dumber. Okay, now I understand number one. How is it?
Oh, I got plenty of them now. I can chill out on them making pizzas. I was zoning out. I don't know what was happening. No table, damn. I gotta clean these constantly.
I just don't understand, because the whole purpose of many of the videos on this channel,
There we go.
I imagine you're referencing.
I said the next thing I wanted was a worker, but it's addicting to those. I don't know. I need to get the workers.
Is it something that's worth your hard-earned money or effort to go out and get it, or is it not? If anything, that still is a means of informing the public in one way or another. So I just don't understand how someone would say reviews are stupid, and how that somehow equates to the world getting dumber. I don't understand how that even, and sometimes I'll get that too, it's like, they don't like
Oh, the workers. What am I thinking?
I've never understood that.
There we go. Finally got it. But yeah, I'll get the chef mix. Oh, another pizza oven, $7.50. Oh, yeah, I'll get a chef mix, 1.5K. But I need to clean tables too. I need to remember that. Focus on cleaning tables and cooking.
No, see, that's a misconception. I was never beat up in school. Alright, that thing
Oh, I didn't buy the chef.
I was never beat up. I did have a little bit of a side hustle, as they say, or especially early on in the school year, right when it would start. Especially to the new kids, it would be like,
Oh, I ain't even cleaning all these. I forgot these were here. I could get so many more customers if I would have done that. Oh.
Well, I realized that the way I was back then, in terms of height, I was almost the exact height.
I need a chef though.
So I would make a deal for them. I'd say, look, for 50 cents, you can shove me in that locker, or even close the door if you want. You know, there's little air holes, so I would be okay. And you could fit me in there, even if you add a book or two or whatever, you got enough room for everything else. So that's why I made a business out of it, and I was hustling, as they say.
As they say.
So I just called it like locker.
Oh my goodness, I said I was doing it.
By the night, see, I was getting shoved in the lockers and stuff. No, it was a legitimate
Hold
and you have the paperwork filed and everything, so you can look that up. So no, I wasn't beaten up in school. It was just my
1 minute ago is crazy.
Right.
What was I looking
This is another one. You can tell that this is like really getting to some people, and they just emphasize certain things. We waste so much time talking about nothing on every video. Get to the point, you schmuck. Now, I don't know. I don't think I talk about nothing. If I talked about nothing, it would be like one philosophical discussion after the next, and I could do that. I enjoy philosophy, but I don't think I really talk about the actual nothingness at all. I try to make little light conversation and make it detailed. Some people don't like that. They want it immediate, to the point, straight up, straightforward. I know it's not for everyone. It's just funny when sometimes I just got it. It irks some people so much. Sometimes I'll get a comment on an item that's not. Of course, you'll have interested viewers about, they'll say, I tried this item out and I think, it tasted this way or that way. Right? People will be curious. They'll be like, I thought the review was this way or that way. They just have insightful feedback like this, that. Who said, this is in regards to DiGiorno, the frozen pizza. I tried one last week, went out my pipe for 3 days, never again. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at your gastrointestinal issues. If a DiGiorno pizza cause you such stress, unless it's to an underlying condition that you're already aware of, I would really recommend getting that checked out, because I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think that's normal. I mean, I've had some very bad pizzas in my day, and needless to say, I've never had a reaction like that. There was one time where I did try some barbecue wings, and there was some blood coming out my ears for a while, but that was it, and that was like a one-time deal. Nothing ever happened again after that. So I think you should probably get that checked out.
Shit.
Here, sometimes people also look at the appearance of things. It's like, they might make a comment about the appearance of the
I wonder if I just...
They'll say something about my food, good or bad, usually bad. But sometimes they'll take it down to my appearance themselves.
Really?
What
in the world?
Video, but I always get lost in your perfect hairline. Oh, the hairline is everything. You can see just how sharp it is. Just how perfectly...
What is this? I didn't even notice all this back here.
But, it's
this is a deep freezer.
Like, if you believe it, when it comes to getting set up...
Best Tycoon Studio Group?
It's not really
Like
the
the
suit, it's
game?
not the lighting,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not the camera.
Why won't it let me click OK? Bro, are you for real?
So absolutely, I'm glad you've noticed.
Wow, it won't let me click OK.
Because
Is that my sign to leave this game?
You just gotta own it. Now here's an honest question. Great videos. Do you criticize the food harshly, or would a normal person looking for a pizza notice too much?
Hold on, I gotta leave the game if I want that to get off
So
here.
this is a question in regards to
Rejoin.
legitimate, honest
There we go.
question. Again, in regards to the DiGiorno
I love how...
pizza that I tried out
I don't know how every Roblox game does that, though. Just saves like
I
that.
know it can seem like I'm harsh in terms of doing
No, I want to finish the restrooms first.
in that I'll look for the
I still gotta buy it. I still gotta get a chef.
And preferably
1.5
when gets released or even a hard-standing one.
Inner
The companies
wall.
want it to be good.
Okay.
They're not going to release
Oh,
this
okay. We got other kinds of tables.
I want people to be projectile vomiting everywhere. And no, they're not going to release an item for that express purpose. So of course, it's under the pretense that it's supposed to be edible, it's supposed to be bearable. It's not going to punish yourself or torture
Oh, there's like
someone.
nothing left. Hold on.
But instead, I'm trying to look, okay, is this pizza good? If so, where does it excel? Where does it go wrong? Right? And that's why I don't look at something right and say, oh, there's one last piece of pepperoni on this, and there usually is 1 out of 10. No, I just try to be fair. And sometimes, look, there's a lot of bad items out there. And people have their favorites, they take sides. It's like, oh, I like this item, no, I like that one, right? But that's why it's like, okay, whatever you're
I need more fur.
No, I just try to be fair. Thanks for your question, into a big question. I don't think we're gonna go there. So if you want that, they smell like fresh pine cones. There we go. So there's the answer to that question.
Okay, got my 1.5K now. I can get a chef.
Enjoy this, man. I am too. I'm right there.
There we go. And what, they make the pizza, I'm assuming, right?
Find this
course they're not gonna sit there and make the drinks and fries. No, I thought you can get a fry cook. Oh, only for one of them though? Oh. Oh, that's fine. He'll make plenty of what I need.
It is, yeah. I'm the guy that did the disappointment is immeasurable meme. It was back in 2017, and I was trying out these shrimp from Popeyes. That in years past, those things used to be delicious. And I went there trying it, and I was thinking, oh, these are going to be great. It's going to be another new release, and it's going to be just as good as it was when I first had them. And it wasn't. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, my disappointment was. It was just through the roof. It was insane. I was just so let down.
Keep forgetting the these tables. I got everything in here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
This comment, I have no idea what they mean, but
I'll just buy all the papers first, only 100. Okay, that didn't look like a sink. I thought it said sink.
Yeah, report of the week.
So damn water dispenser.
If you combine Spider-Man with frogs...
Do they just go to tables by random? There's no like order to it? I guess I didn't think they actually sit there and eat their food.
The way that I came around...
Oh,
you
you
kind
didn't
of
keep
have this,
it.
right? But not quite. Here's how it is. If you really want to create something like me, this is how it's done. I'm going to say it once, and once only. You get a coffee pot, okay? Get a coffee pot.
Oh, I need to still do drinks and fries, that's right. You can't do that.
DNA from the frog, a little bit of DNA from Spider-Man, you know, the stuff, right? And then you also get a little bit of DNA from Lord, a little bit of DNA.
I don't think I need other cashiers and chefs, honestly. I'm making all the money I need, just one cashier and one chef. Because I still gotta pay them, don't I? Oh, I don't think you recurringly pay them. You just only pay them a one-time fee.
There's going to be meat sitting there, so that's how it's done. Here's another question about my appearance. Is it me, or does it look like his head?
Another pizza oven? Alright, I don't think we need this many of them. We're doing good with just one.
No, absolutely. Look, it's not just you. That's the actual princess. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that...
Oh, I still need to do other... Take care of the other cashiers. He only works at one register. No.
Don't look at the time. Don't look at the number. Look at why it's there and what it's actually holding in. Let's see what else we've got coming in here. I feel like eating off the tacos.
It's starting to come together now. Making me want to go back to that burger and fry one. I don't remember what the hell it was called. I'm assuming it was called Burger Place Tycoon. But this one's called Pizza Place.
Nothing wrong with eating tacos if you have a crave Mexican food or Southwestern cuisine. Yeah, sure, tacos are good. But
yeah, we can use some more of them. I need to do the rest of the restaurant.
Are you saying that the tacos would be that metaphorical excrement in the plate, or are you talking about the physical act?
They eat quick as heck.
And then I'm not about that, sorry. If you have a thing for that, and that's what you're into, I hands off on that one, but for speeding, I gotta get it. I appreciate the offer, but no, that's not gonna happen. Some people always wonder why they find some of my videos at times. Some people do get it recommended to them, and some people question as to why that happens. Why did I get recommended to watch a 12-year-old that tries to look older while he's eating frozen pizza? Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not a 12-year-old. Matter of fact, I'm under 15 years old, and I make myself look younger. That's where it all comes from. You know, you wouldn't believe, aside from really trying to get the perfect hairline, of course, the amount of makeup that I slather on my skin for every single review to just try to make it look younger. You wouldn't believe.
Did I finish this restaurant? Oh. A couple of 3 left.
This guy, and why is he wearing an oversized...
Right, now I need to focus on walls and building everything.
Also known as the reported leak. And truth be told, if someone I know it can be like a serious person at times. If someone wants to take me seriously, they can. If someone wants to just watch it and have fun with it and have a joke, they can do that too. This channel really interpreted
Why are they coming so quick?
and that's all that there is to it.
Please give me a
It's not like
chance
the whole
to
point of it is
breathe.
to try to be taken seriously. Just to have fun with it. Do some reviews, have a good time.
Is there an end to this talking?
Really, just take a look at some comments and have some fun as well. These are those that you laugh. Because some people, it makes them so over the top. And I wish I knew why some people get so angry. It's like, you're an effing idiot. Wearing an effing suit and tie. Who the F do you think you are, bro? Effing cool. And it makes me think, like, I meet guys that go, what is going on here? I don't understand why someone would get this hardcore reaction over something like this. I mean, it's just, yeah. Who do I think I am wearing that effing suit and tie? And somehow I guess I'm a creep for wearing one. I don't know. I just wish like they kept going. I wish they would just add it for like 3 or 4 more sentences. That'd be a cherry on top. And then this guy couldn't even contain himself. Couldn't even get the ass.
Might as well be recording.
Big girly headed. We're so glad if I'm girly headed with the perfect hairline, of course. Who cares? That's fine by me. Sometimes we get this, which so glad if I'm girly headed with the perfect hairline, of course. Who cares? That's fine by me. Sometimes we get this, which I actually agree with also. This is one of the things that some people I think will say things about the way that I look. And at first I'll be, what are you talking about? But then I'll look, and then I'll actually be like, yeah, actually you got a good point. Like if you think you look like SpongeBob. And at first I thought, what are you talking about? And then I look, and then I'm like, wait.
Oh, what's the opportunity?
The giant pores. Yeah, he's onto something. Absolutely, I see this one. He's big time. He's even got the eye and everything. So I would say I'm actually a pretty good match for SpongeBob in terms of appearances. So yeah, that makes sense. And finally, we end this with a cautionary tale. Something that I think would be at least a lesson for me. This is one of those comments that I saw, and instead of being like a little bit of a joke or an insult or something like, what you brought or something, it's like, wow, this guy actually has a lesson. Something that really resonated with me, and I think it will for you as well. It's a cautionary tale passed down from a mother to child, and something that's going to be passed down to you guys. My mom sent me a link to this video and said, this is what you will look like if you eat too much pizza. So be warned, ladies, gentlemen, be warned. If you eat too much pizza, this is what you're going to turn into. And you're going to end up looking like a frog that was mixed in with the DNA of Spider-Man and Lord and Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, and add in the sauce with the perfect hairline, and really under 15 years old that tries to look younger with lots and lots of makeup. His head is actually slightly different and separated from the rest of the team. This is what happens to you if you eat too much pizza. So remember, moderate your diet. You can have some of the good stuff too, but don't eat pizza 24/7. Make sure you get some good fruits and veggies and take your vitamins and try to stay active. Otherwise, this is your future. This is what it looks like. So believe this guy's man, and that's a word of warning. Whoever can shoot. I don't know. That's what we've got. Well, with that, that's today's batch of comments. So much stuff comes in every single day. Some of the good, some of the bad. You get some honest questions. You get some people that get so angry. I don't understand where that vitriol comes from. But in the end, it's all in good fun. You know, if you have a YouTube channel, you decide to do videos or anything on social media, you're going to get a lot of reactions. You're going to get people that really hate you. They're out to get you. They don't like you. You're going to have people with wonderful things to say, and some things that are anywhere in between. Please don't let the bad get to you, though. Brush it all. Try to ignore what the trolls say. And if anything, maybe have a little bit of fun with it. Be respectful. Treat each other with kindness. respect and dignity. I think that's what we need a lot more of in this world as ours. But I had a lot of fun taking a look at some of these comics, all these entertainment in the past day. And let me know what you thought of the video. If you want to leave a comment to your own, of your own. Thank you. We take care. I'm your host, Phil. We hope you had a little bit of fun. Certainly had quite a bit of it. Take care.
If you're wondering why this cut off, it's because the only thing I could stand my phone on was like this. It's kind of the indentated suitcase, so it's kind of this. Only letting you know I've been uploading videos for about a week now. Originally that was because I was out of town working on movie stuff again. But I found out earlier this week, just a few days ago, that my uncle passed away. So I was not prepared for that. Obviously no one was prepared for that, but I was literally not prepared because I wasn't home, you know. So I had to take care of some things first, and now I'm going to be going to Cincinnati to help make arrangements and help, you know, the rest of my family with that. And I know that for extended periods of time when I was working on movie stuff that I just basically haven't said anything because I was so hyper-focused. But this is one of those times where I really wanted to let you guys know what was going on. You know, I know there's a plan and stuff like that, but none of that really matters when there's something important to take care of. So I'm going to take care of that. And I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to be back. It just depends on how much time I can be out there. And obviously, I know a lot of people are going to say it, but obviously I'm not going to focus on trying to get back to making content or working on other stuff. So these things take precedent, and these things need to be, you know, taken care of. And, you know, family is so important. So I would never want to, you know, prioritize work over that. So I'm definitely not going to do the same either. And I wouldn't have to do certain things. So just wanted to let you guys know, that way you don't think that I just disappeared working on movie stuff or whatever other main project that I was, you know, caught off guard with and started to obsess over. So, yeah, just wanted to update you on that. Don't worry about anything else. You know, it'll be a while before I get back. I'm going to take exactly as long as I need. And it could be, you know, it could be next week, it could be another week, it could be a couple weeks. But, you know, I'm just going to be out there as long as I need to be to help out. And I'll come back when the time's right. Just want to let you know. Love you. Bye.
When Sunday Scaries sneak in, I squash it with...
When your sweet tooth is begging for a dessert, but don't visit this restaurant when you have a craving for a burger. At best, a Dairy Queen burger is a rubbery, disappointing sandwich that you'll try to forget. Oh. If you visited Fuddruckers as a child, you likely have extremely fond memories. Remember submerging your burger with so much liquid cheese from their cheese pump that your mom got embarrassed? Remember all the games, all the televisions, and the comfortable atmosphere that so enthralled you when you were young? Yeah, those were some fun times. Tragically though, those times are gone. Fuddruckers isn't what you remember. The fantastic, juicy, made-to-order burgers of yesteryear have been replaced by sad, overpriced burgers that don't do your memories justice. Don't let nostalgia convince you that a trip to Fuddruckers is a good idea. It's a far cry from what it used to be in its heyday. Years ago, Fuddruckers would have been in the top 5 or even the top 3 on a list like this. Now, this place is barely able to stay out of last place. Dairy Queen is great for what it is, but shouldn't be a restaurant you go to when you want to eat a great burger. Dairy Queen has a ton of Blizzard flavors, and many of them are amazing. Go to Dairy Queen when your sweet tooth is begging for a dessert, but don't visit this restaurant when you have a craving for a burger. At best, a Dairy Queen burger is a rubbery, disappointing sandwich that you'll try to forget as you eat your Blizzard. At worst, their burgers are a charred, soggy nightmare that might even leave you feeling sick.
Maybe feeling sick. It's crazy.
A box that says you're the one. Or a breakup box. Either way, one rate fits all. FedEx one rate.
Oh.
2-day shipping, one flat rate.
There's a whole nother like story.
Pound for pound, White Castle burgers are decent. Unfortunately, they are just way too small. Their burgers, which they call sliders due to their puny size, will struggle to fill you up, even if you're not that hungry. You'll probably have to order 5 or 6 of these things to put a dent in your hunger. And dealing with all those sliders is more embarrassing than it is satiating. Skip the hassle and the awkwardness and just go to a better chain burger restaurant. To White Castle's credit, it does try to make up for its shortcomings by offering about a dozen types of sliders. Sadly, the quantity of choices doesn't overcome the lack of substance. Considering the sliders are so small, there's only so much they can do to improve. A&W has a history dating all the way back to 1919, and to this day, more than 100 years later, this restaurant chain is known for its root beer. The chain has been offering burgers for decades, and A&W even claims to have invented the bacon cheeseburger, which has now become a part of American life. While A&W has an impressive resume and should be proud of its longevity and accomplishments over the last century, all of that is ancient history. When it comes to the here and now, the burgers this restaurant offers are below average. For example, the original bacon cheeseburger may have been a novel menu item decades ago, but today, this sandwich is lacking in beef, bacon, and quality toppings. Part of the problem is the burger's massive buns overwhelming every other aspect of the sandwich. It's just too much. While no one would ever say McDonald's burgers are the best of the best, they do get some bonus points for being consistent. No matter where you are on the planet, you can order one of their burgers and be confident about what you will receive. Moreover, the Big Mac has been a national phenomenon since 1968. It's impossible to go through your existence as an American without at least having a couple of Big Macs along the way. The Quarter Pounder, which launched a few years later in 1971 and went national not long after, is also an American institution in its own right. While the consistency is admirable, the quality of McDonald's burgers simply can't compete with the competition. Thanks to that famous jingle, we know the many ingredients that comprise a Big Mac. However, despite all that is on it, a Big Mac has relatively little flavor, and certainly doesn't have the meaty goodness that other burgers boast. Add in the unhealthfulness of some of their other burger options, and it's clear that McDonald's is unlikely to ever rise in a ranking like this one. When it comes down to bang for your buck, Rally's really delivers. Their burgers are inexpensive and adequate enough for you to be satisfied with your visit. And if Rally's isn't in your region, you may know it better as Checkers. It's the same company. However, this chain burger restaurant comes up a bit short if you're simply judging their burgers for their quality without factoring in value. As good as Rally's burgers look, they lack the immense flavor found at competing restaurants. As an example, their Baconzilla looks like Wendy's Baconator and even has similar ingredients. However, the Baconzilla is not nearly as tasty. Likewise, as good as Rally's Big Buford looks, you need to keep your expectations in check when you order it to avoid being disappointed. Since opening their first location in 1986 in Los Angeles, Johnny Rockets has been a popular destination for those who want an entertaining 1950s diner experience while enjoying a good burger. While this restaurant consistently provides the fun, eccentric vibe of a 50s diner, the quality of their burgers is much less consistent. Even if you've had a very tasty burger from Johnny Rockets, don't be too confident that your next visit will result in a burger of equal quality. The late Anthony Bourdain found out firsthand that Johnny Rockets doesn't always live up to expectations. As he told Conan O'Brien,
Look, I've eaten a lot of really nasty things on my show, but nothing is soul destroying as my airport Johnny Rockets experience.
if you're willing to roll the dice, Johnny Rockets is an okay place to go for a burger. But if you get unlucky like Anthony Bourdain did, you'll be talking about your misfortune for years to come. If you're okay with a perfectly adequate burger, Carl's Jr. won't leave you disappointed. None of their burgers will especially wow you, and you shouldn't go out of your way to visit one of their locations. But Carl's Jr. has a long list of available burgers, and none of them will leave you disheartened. Need help ordering at Carl's Jr.? The Western Bacon Cheeseburger is so unique that it's something you should try while you're still in the land of the living. This bad boy features a beef patty, a pair of bacon strips, a slice of American cheese, a delightfully tangy barbecue sauce, and most notably, onion rings within a sesame seed bun. Jack in the Box is a popular burger spot, particularly for those west of the Mississippi. For a newbie, ordering a burger at this place is a dangerous proposition. Some of the items on their burger menu are really good. However, others are a big disappointment. The sourdough jack is a big winner. Along with a beef patty, you'll find bacon, Swiss cheese, a high-quality tomato slice, ketchup, and mayo on a delicious sourdough bread. On the other end of the spectrum, though, is the ultimate cheeseburger. This burger, which contains 2 beef patties and both American cheese and Swiss cheese, isn't good at all. It has a mushy texture and a taste that somehow manages to be too savory. Plus, the melty cheese, buttery bun, and the presence of ketchup, mayo, and mustard make it a mess to eat. Do yourself a favor and skip it. After beginning life as a bar in the 1940s, Red Robin has grown into a chain restaurant in which burgers are front and center of everything they do. While they offer a pleasant sit-down dining experience and a number of inventive and tasty burgers, the fact that most of their burgers cost around $11 makes visiting a Red Robin an iffy decision value-wise. Many of their burgers taste good, but not quite $11 good. An example of the inventiveness of Red Robin's burgers is their bonsai burger, which apparently draws some of its inspiration from Japan. The beef patty is glazed with teriyaki sauce and is topped with grilled slices of pineapple along with cheddar cheese, tomato, lettuce, and mayonnaise. If you want to turn up the heat, opt for the Burn and Love burger that will immolate your taste buds with the help of fried jalapenos, a heaping dollop of salsa, and pepper jack cheese. While both of these burgers are really good, be prepared for some sticker shock at the end of your meal. The best thing about Burger King is that their burgers are all safely above average, and that makes it nearly impossible to mess up your order. Additionally, their beef has a flame grilled flavor that is one of a kind and undeniably memorable. If you love that flame grilled taste, Burger King could leapfrog over the competition and become one of your favorite 2 or 3 burger joints. On the other hand, if you find that flavor off-putting, you may actively avoid Burger King for the rest of your days. The staple of Burger King's flame-grilled burger menu is the legendary Whopper. Beyond the flame-grilled taste, the meat is juicy, the bun is amazing, and the other ingredients are of high quality. If you want something heartier, the massive triple Whopper with cheese will fill you to the
What
brim.
is a tree
If
thing?
you're east of the Mississippi, there's a good chance
What does
you've
that
never seen a
mean?
fat burger, as the vast majority of the chain's locations are in
Is
California.
a tree
However, in the
display?
Golden State, it seems like everyone has only positive things to say about this burger chain. And while Fat Burger isn't the cream of the crop, they certainly deserve their spot in the top half of our ranking. The most famous burger at Fat Burger is called, of course, the Fat Burger. This burger has a 100% beef patty,
The most famous
onion,
burger at
tomato,
Fat Burger is
relish,
what's called
mayonnaise,
the
and
Fat
mustard
Burger.
on a toasted bun. Interestingly,
Really?
despite the name
For
of
real?
this burger
Would have
and the
never guessed
restaurant
it.
in which it is served, the Fat Burger features lean beef. The original Fat Burger has 1/3 of a pound of beef, and there are 3 larger versions, in case you're extra hungry. The tricky thing about Steak and Shake is that you really need to do your research so you know what to order. If you go in blind, there's a real chance that you will leave this burger restaurant with your tail between your legs. In theory, the Western barbecue and bacon steak burger should be really good. This sandwich has 2 slabs of beef, bacon, American cheese, fried onions, and barbecue sauce. Sadly, the reality of the situation is you shouldn't order this burger because the barbecue sauce is way too sweet and has an artificial smoky aftertaste. Conversely, you'll be
How many
thanking the burger
tables am I
gods
gonna
when
buy
you
in
get your
this
hands on the
thing?
white truffle prime steak burger. This glorious beef features a pair of Swiss cheese slices, perfectly caramelized onions, grilled mushrooms, and a truffle aioli on a brioche bun that has been toasted. You're welcome. BurgerFi is quickly climbing the charts when it comes to having the best burgers around. And as time passes, expect them to only climb higher and higher. There's a lot to love about BurgerFi. First of all, BurgerFi claims that it only picks the top 1% of beef in the U.S., and that the beef has no antibiotics, growth hormones, or steroids. And science backs their claim. Secondly, they have one of the best meatless burgers in the fast food universe. BurgerFi's Veggie-Fi burger is so good that even the proudest self-avowed carnivores will happily devour it and enjoy every second of it. When ordering from BurgerFi's menu, there's really no need to complicate things. The BurgerFi cheeseburger is a classically
Where's the
delicious burger that
closest
you can't help but
BurgerFi?
thoroughly enjoy. You can
Big news for my home. I'm switching to iPhone 16 to T-Mobile. It's built for Apple Intelligence.
Is
That's
there
like
one?
peanut butter on jelly on go. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us.
Plus
Four.
$425. What a deal. I'll give it away.
Locations. Alabama is the closest location to me? You're lying, bro. 640 miles away.
For burying the lead when it comes to their name, as their beef is literally smashed onto a buttered and seasoned grill in order to create the delectable flavor they're known for. While they aren't the only chain burger restaurant to smash their beef,
I didn't feel like I was gone that long, but okay.
it's the focus of their entire operation. Like BurgerFi, Smash Burger is a relatively new kid on the block. The chain was founded in 2007, and it already has more than 300 locations across 36 states. Beyond their smashing technique, Smash Burger's success can be attributed to the fact that they have mastered just about everything on their menu. While the options are relatively limited, each and every item is really, really good. Considering that Wendy's is a fast food joint with more than 5,500 locations that can be found in every nook and cranny in the nation, the quality of their burgers
I didn't know
is
this entire time I get a pay.
Maybe it's because their burgers are square. More likely, the quality of their burgers is due to their practice of only using fresh beef that was never frozen at any point in time. The creme de la creme when it comes to Wendy's burgers is undoubtedly the Great Baconator. If you've never eaten one of these bad boys, you're missing out. It has half of a pound of their never-frozen beef, 6 slices of smoked bacon, 2 slices of American cheese, mayonnaise, and ketchup. The first time you eat one is borderline euphoric, and you can even have one for breakfast.
Euphoric?
Shake Shack hasn't even been around for 20 years, but their masterful burgers are impossible to ignore. Try one of their burgers, and you won't be surprised at all to learn that they've become so successful that they now have in excess of 275 locations around the globe. Don't let their name fool you, as the milkshakes take a back seat at Shake Shack. Far and away, the best item on their menu is the Shack Burger. It has tomato, lettuce, and a yummy bun that's made out of a potato roll. However, it's the beef that's the star of the show. Shake Shack only uses Angus beef that's free of antibiotics and hormones and was raised on a pasture, not in a factory farm. If you want something a little bit different at Shake Shack, the Smoke Shack is exactly what you see. This fancy burger has delectable bacon on it that was smoked over applewood. It also has cherry pepper slices to add just the right amount of heat. When Whataburger was born in Corpus Christi, Texas, the impressive size of their burgers was the main selling point. While the size of their burgers will still impress you,